rigmarole. Yeah, don't know. Anywho, I really wanted to play acoustic, electric, and with my pedal board, but my battery died. So guess what? I went and got batteries. Very excited. Very exciting. Ah. I do like these designs. However, the only thing I really don't like about most of these units, don't get me wrong, I like the Fishman pickups. They don't turn the batteries off fast enough if you forget to press the button. So generally, I kill a battery every time. Every time I have a gig, battery dead, which is fine. You always want to have a fresh new battery for the gig. However, you know, they're freaking expensive. It was like $15 for 2 batteries. Jeez, you know what I should do? I should unwrap these, get replaceable ones, and start doing them myself. Let me tell you what, if you do sustainability, I would be very interested to hear what people do. Hopefully this apparatus won't fall. I'm just going to show you what I do. I've got a whole group of things that I do for this channel. Oh, one of my labor clients got back to me. I do a whole bunch of things for this channel, and one of the things I like to do is I like to do how-to videos. Now, often I get videos, requests for stuff for music that I have no clue what it is. So I try to learn it and then do a how-to videos. Ta-da. So that's what I'm going to do right here. You're going to watch the process of it. I've got my iPhone right in front of me. Got my computer so I can look at the words. And then while I'm doing this with you here live, I'm just going to take requests. So if you got something, let's do that then. Big breath. My friend, Elton John, Rocket Man. We're going to be singing this one in the key of, I would say, well, let's do it in G minor. This song is sang a little bit up. If we're playing without a capo, we're going to be using a bar chord, B-A-R-R-E at the 3rd fret, and then we're going to be playing an E minor 7. It's going to make a G minor 7, which you can just play like that. So we've got, she packed her bags last night. We're going to go up to the A9. Now, since we're already having the bar chord here, and this is the E minor, we're going to be playing just these two. It's going to give this nice, breezy, open chord. Still 2nd fret. Feels like an E minor or a G minor, but it's not. Now, for those of you that are playing along at home, you want an easier way to play this, I'm going to show you what these chords are in reference. You would have something like this G minor. You would have this 9 chord or this 2 chord here. Since it's a minor, it must be called a 9 rather than a 2. No minor chords are called sus chords. And then we have a C major, which might be kind of hard, but if you already know how to play your C major right here, we just scoot it up and we are our own bar chord. When we work it down, we've got that C major, well, C major, then we have a G with the B in the bass, and then an A minor. You see how it keeps working itself down? Now, the name of the chords are different. However, throwing a capo on there, making sure that I like to put it at the front of the fret. That's generally where I see it. Make sure it's straight up and down, and then play these chords with me. We're going to have our G minor 7, so we're just going to play an E minor. So we've got E minor 7, she packed her bags last night, pre-flight. That A9 aforementioned looks like an A major, but we take off the C sharp and we play the open B over the top. Why? All music is viewed through the eyes of the major, which means when we play like an A, we're playing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but we need to name them accordingly. I did, but I'm doing something on the side, just showing behind the scenes. So what I'm doing is saying A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp. When we think about a major, yeah, we could have 1, 3, 5, but when we add the 2, it's not called the 2 in a minor chord, it's called the 9, because whenever we go above the 8th note, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, we have the 9th, which is going to be the B. In this case, sounds like this, so nice. Next chord, C major, Old Faithful. G major, then back to our, what does it go to? To D. You can wrap the thumb around to get the F sharp. Now in this case, it's going to be the A, but we're talking about everything as if we are in standard tuning. And remember, if I talk too fast, go up here to this little circled thing-a-ding, put it back on 0.75, and then I'll sound like this. But I just can't think that slow, so I don't do it that way. You at home, how do you feel about that? Same thing? Okay, here we go. We're going to do the first verse and the second verse, and the chorus is going to go to the 5 chord. Or the 1 chord, we're in the key of G. So we've got, she packed her bag last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m., and I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. miss my wife. He's lonely out in space. Again, walk it down on such tireless flight. G major, and I think it's gonna be C. Long time to touchdown brings me round back to G. I'm not the man that figured out C. Oh no, no, no. And then we're gonna go to an A major. Rockin' man, A9, and then we're gonna take this whole chord and go and walk it up. G or C. Rockin' man, burning out a flame now. I used to have no clue what the words are. I'm pretty sure they're right here, but it always sounded like the 80s? I don't know. Anywho, that's the whole song. There really isn't any other thing. There's no pre-chorus. It's just back and forth, and then at the end, rather than going back to a verse, it just keeps going. Rockin' man, burning out his flame on hell alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it fades. Well, I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Something like that. Anywho, I hope this was a great foundation for you to get down on Rocket Man, Mr. Elton John. And if you have a chance, check out his new stuff live. He's playing with Brandy. They sound wonderful together. The new material sounds just as good as it did in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Anywho, thanks for being here. I very much appreciate it. If you haven't already, subscribe to be my friend. So yeah, this is how I do my videos. I don't edit. If you watch this channel, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you know what? I wish I spoke Russian. So play some Zach Bryan. All right, Wolo. So let's see who Zach Bryan is. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Zach Bryan. Are you Zach Bryan? If you are, that's fine. I don't mind. In fact, I like promoting artists. I like promoting. Rocket Man. Elton John. I miss my family. I miss my wife. How to play the guitar. My name is Wago. This is Rocket Man. Hyphen. Yes, it's for everyone. No, it's not for kids. A lot of fields. A lot of forums here, folks. A lot of forums. And yeah, I'm just going to throw these out. Keep getting more songs thrown out on this channel. And the whole idea is this is a music channel. I just got monetized. Super happy. If you're watching this and you feel like throwing a couple bones my way, do it. I could use any amount of money. It actually goes right back towards the music thing. Let's see. Called something in Norwich. Favorite story from the Bible? What was that? Slip on it. Is that sexual? None of that. My favorite story from the Bible? I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in God, so. Oh no! Yeah, I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in dogma. I don't think of people who believe it as any less than human beings. I don't believe in fairy tales. So, not a fan. So yeah, this one, pretty cool song. If I were to pick a verse from the Bible, it probably would not be from the New Testament. Also, I'm educated, so I've read the Bible many times, cliff notes and everything. It's just it's a tale, it's allegorical. And in today's current paradigm, all it does is let people who have no morals use dogma to justify atrocities. Which means people who believe in Christ will also want to build a wall and chop and cut you down and invade your country and take all of your economical resources and call it democracy. There's no patriotism there. America's not great. It has never been great. It's a bunch of white people stealing stuff. That's what America is. If you don't like it, educate yourself. As far as this channel's about playing the music. All right, we're gonna look up an artist named, I assume, Jake. Golden Hour. I've been asked to play this a couple times. We're gonna check it out. Golden Hour. The reason why I'm doing this little stream on the side, I want to show you what the back behind here is, and
You've earned this.
I bet you. And if I've heard a song before, I'll try to play it. If I've never heard a song, I will look it up later, not always on the same stream. It takes too long to look up a song while people are watching. So, yeah, I'll definitely look up your Zach Bryan. Why not? I miss my family. I miss Zach Bryan. B-R-A-Y-N? I can't spell. Oh. And then, what song do you want to hear? Zach Bryan. I cannot figure out how to get these comments to stay on there. All right, challenge you to a risk. Hold on a minute. I listen to you talk. I challenge you to the board game Risk. I like Risk. That was a fun game. I played it on PlayStation or something like that when I was in my 20s and 30s, I guess. I had a stint where I didn't want to leave the house. Zach Bryan, what song do you want to hear there, Wolo? Something in Orange? All right, that's it. Something in Orange. And we'll go back to the other one. I'm looking for something in orange. That's not it, is it? Something in orange. Zach Bryan, and there's gonna be commercials. No. Oh, this is the other guy playing the piano. Thousands of videos. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So let's do a video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2. My friend. Today we're going to be doing Mr. Zach Brown. Now, Zach Brown has a lot of music. I've only heard one song by this artist, but I can tell you this, I like it. This one's going to be in the key of G major, or relatively, it's minor, E minor. All the chords in the key are G major, A minor. If you play that same A minor you know and love, and I know you do, you can move it up a whole step and you get a B minor. It requires playing a bar chord, B-A-R-R-E, but when you do, you have your G, A, B, C major is your 4, D major is your major 5. Often we see the play of a D7. It's just called a 5 dominant. Look for it later. Our E minor is going to be in this key as the 6th chord, because when we add the D, even though we make an extension of it, 3 notes, add the 7th, 4 notes. We're also going to have, after this, like a D7, which is going to serve as our F sharp diminished. Ain't nobody got time for that diminished chord. They're crazy. But check out this channel and learn how to play all the different types of diminished chords. Once you can wrap your brain around your diminished chords being lending or leading tones into another key, they help you navigate the fretboard like it's like getting on a boat and going on the seas. It's amazing. If you like that, thumbs up, put something cool in the comment section. Please subscribe, why don't you? And be one of my friends in the comment section. Hang out on Monday and Tuesdays and ask for requests, which is what these are, by the way. So when we're doing this one by Zach Bryan, there's an intro movement, which is from our 2 to 8. Almost like Zeppelin, but it's only from 2 to 8. Nice. And then when we start in, we're going to have our 2, open, and then we're going to start in with our E minor 7 to a G. Hold that G, go back to the E minor. I love doing like harmonics over the top of this nonsense. This is fun. When we start off, the lyrics, I hope I get the lyrics right. We're going to have a I will be fine by dust, like telling you, my busy baby. These things that eat your bones and drive your young girl crazy. But when you place your head between my broken college jaw, I don't know much, but there's no weight at all. That's the verse. Our verse is going to be E minor, D major, 1, 3, 5, D, F sharp, A with an F sharp in the bass. So this most definitely is an inversion. And then we're going to be taking it to our G major. I would suggest playing your G major open as they do in this recording, but don't let it be lost on you. You can move your E major for that big old bar chord. I use bar chords when I'm trying to cut the chords. Right here you got 3 notes down, 3 notes open, which means this chord's played legato, open and flowing. When you make it a bar chord, it could be short and detached. The opposite of legato is staccato. It's just music terms. I hope you dig them. If you do, again, this type of stuff is on the channel. I hope you check it out. Subscribe. When we go through the verse, we then get to a chorus, which adds in a C major and then puts its pinky on the 9. The reason why it's not called a C9 is because a C9 has the minor 7th and then the 9. We don't want this jazzy, bluesy kind of a funky chord. We just want a C major that has that 9 over the top of the D. Nice and airy, open, very refreshing. Yes, it's like crystal clear Pepsi. Is anybody old enough for crystal clear Pepsi? I liked it, although it was sugar water. Anyway, I digress. When we go to the chorus, we're going to have C add 9. To you, I'm just the man, to be you with all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? We're using the C9 into the G, then the D. No F sharp, just the D, low D, and then E minor. So, to you, I'm just a man. To me, I'm all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poisoned myself against something in the tells me you're never coming home. And if you leave me today, I'll stand the way. The orange torches everything around him. Grass and trees and dew, and oh how I just hate you. Please turn those headlights around. Song goes on and on like that. It has the A part. It most definitely has a B part. There is no C part, which means there's no jam section or tertiary. It just has a very, very small break where it holds a C, G, D, and then back to that E minor. Whole song goes through A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Good song. I'm looking forward to hearing more from Zach. Other than that, if you enjoyed this kind of blah, 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 thumbs up, subscribe to be my friend. Yeah, hey, thanks for that request. I enjoyed it. Zach Bryan, there it is. Who are you? Wolo. Thanks for the request. I hope you subscribed. Also, if you like this and you want to give me money for doing what I do, I take donations. There's a tip jar down below. It's not like the guitar was, but kind of like something. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan on that. I mean, it's a standard melody, but I like the way that he sang. It is sad, and it's oddly refreshing for the songs. I had a bad breakup when I was younger, and I listened to a lot of Ben Folds 5. And a lot of Coldplay. The person that I liked loved Coldplay. So naturally, I hated the band for a while. And then once I got over it, I listened to a lot of it. It's an app, but I would like to play without a capo. Cool. Let me give you a little concept on how to do that. What instrument are you on there first? You say you're doing... who asked me that? Let me do Wolo. Here's what a C looks like on a ukulele. Here's what an F looks like on a ukulele. Here's what a G looks like in a ukulele. If we keep doing this back and forth, we get the same key. So on a guitar, this is a G. That's an A minor. B minor. C major. D major. E minor. F sharp diminished. G. No matter where you move this, even if you did it like right here, let's say you're playing a C sharp, but it still looks exactly like every chord that we just did. We're just moving it back and forward. So hypothetically, what you're looking at a system which isn't quite the Cage system. It isn't quite a system unto which you would have to learn what a D minor 7 or an A minor is, or an E minor 7 or a F sharp diminished, or you don't have to learn any of these. What you do learn is 7 chords and you move them everywhere. So if I was doing this last song, what is it, an E minor? So how about the chorus? That's a little weird. How about it? Oh yeah, whatever. You, I'm just a man, to me I'm all I am. Oh, where the hell am I supposed to go? Well, if I move that up anywhere and play that E minor, not with 2 thingy-ding-dings, but with 1, I can do that same 7 chord. Where is it? Right here. Do. You, I'm just a man, to me I'm all I am. Where the hell? Oops, sorry. Where the hell am I supposed to go? It just moves it up. So you're essentially playing the same G major, but now you're your own B-A-R-R-E. It takes a little finesse and working through, but eventually you start doing it. You see that it's much easier to, like when you're comping. One of the weirdest things for me is I always wanted to play music and get up on a stage with a band. When I started doing that, half of the time you realize most music is in the same progression, same key. So if you know how to read key signatures, you can play pretty much any song, especially being as a bassist myself. I don't have to play chords like this. All I'm doing is like... That's pretty much what bass is to me, until you can learn like, and learn a little funk and a little bit of traditional genres. Other than that, the whole concept behind that is when I got on stage, I was able just to hear what note it was and go like, cool, we're in C major or C minor. Immediately be able to know what key that we have, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, or do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Either way, we're able to determine what a key is, and then you don't feel uncomfortable or shaky. You just feel natural playing with people, and then really modal theory is where it goes from there. This one that we just did was called what? Something in the orange. Something ain't right, the orange. Ugh. Something in the orange. Nice. Zach. Oh, with an H? Nice. B-R-Y-A-N. How to play guitar. And the reason why I do these videos is I know it looks like I don't put a lot of effort into these. I do. I enjoy every single one of these songs. The idea is I don't take myself too seriously. I'm just one part of this YouTube internet, blah, blah, blah. I'd like for the channel to do well, one, so I can monetize a little bit more and actually put money back into gear. I get broken gear, I fix it up, and I give it to people that are less fortunate in my area. Other than that, I would really like to just have a community center where I'm living. I think that'd be groovy. All right, the next song we're gonna do here is Mr. Jake. Let's back this nonsense up. Ooh, I should play some piano.
It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other. Thinking of skies, feeling super childish, no Donald Glover.
Did it tech?
This call from my mother. Like, where you at tonight? Got no alibi. I was all alone with the love.
Aw, he's a cutie.
She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your
I like it. Da, 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 da. All right. Turns a little up. Cute. I like it. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. My friend. Boy, do we have a treat for you today. This song is called Golden Hour. It's by somebody named, I can't pronounce it, J-V-K-E? I would assume Jake. Maybe it's just a fun spelling. I don't know. I'm not up on pop culture. Wish I was. Kinda. Not really. Okay, this one's going to be in the key of A. No. E? Yeah. Let's call it E. Those are all from the chords. E major has an E major. Let me adjust this so it's a little bit more in your face. E major, we have an F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A major, B major, C sharp minor. We're going to play a B7. It also qualifies as a D sharp diminished and resolves right back to our E chord. For this song, we're going to have a bunch of major 7 chords. So if everything I just talked about in the first 50 seconds of this video is just like, check out this channel. I break it down into brass tacks. That basically means I take a concept like what a chord is, I explain what a triad is, I talk about the notes, we get family chords. You start to see that this song's in E. All the chords that you just saw me play, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, and E, they're all based off those 7 tones. 3 natural notes, 3 sharps. So when we go through here, the first chord is going to be on the F sharp minor, but if you are familiar with the song, then you absolutely know there's some sort of weird arpeggiated movement with a do 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 on the piano. The best that I come up and surmise without sitting at a piano is that the pentatonic system is being used over the top. There's a crossover with the hand, and the top note is being played with a full 1, 3, 5, 6, or 7. Felt like a major 7 because that's where the chord goes, but it might be a mesh between those 3, like a little grouping, like an Excel. And then it pops up top to hit the high note. The best we can do on guitar might be something like a and then when we go to our E, and what we're doing is we're using a major pentatonic, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 4, da, 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 but we're adding in the major 7th. Fun, huh? So that's a great way to just get going. Kind of feels like You Enjoy Myself from the band called Fish, if you know who Fish is. Anywho, the song has this F sharp minor. I was just sitting at the lovers trying to E major 7, falling for each other. A major 7. I'm no Donald Glover, miss up for another G minor 7, so 4th fret. So we're gonna do this at the 2nd fret, lift off the pinky, big old B A double R E. We're gonna put a finger here on the 4th fret of the 5th string, the A. You hear it? Awesome. Our next chord is going to be the E major 7. Just go ahead and bar up everything here. In fact, you can bar up the whole chord. It makes a G11, or it makes the top half of a major 7. It also makes a B. It also makes the bottom half of a A flat minor, or a G sharp minor. Long story short, chords can be named a whole bunch of other things. All you got to know is where to put the fingers and where not to put the fingers. Lastly, if you know how to play a D major 7, and a D dominant 7, move that whole D7 over that you know, a whole grouping of strings, and you get an A major 7. You've got the A, G sharp, and then you've got the C sharp. That's our next chord. And then lastly, if you bar the whole 4th fret again and put down a finger on the 6th fret of the A, the 5, you get that same feeling there. Interesting? So we've got this. Not really great at the raps. It was done to love and sit in the car, listen to the brother line, falling for each other in a pink or rose skies, another child. Ain't no Donald Glover, missing calls from my mother like, where you at tonight? No guy, no alibi. Well, I was all alone, my life. She got so good for the skin of a radiant beam in the night. I don't care either line. Chorus, A major 7, to shine. It's your golden hour. A major 7, back and forth to E major 7. Time in your eyes. 2nd verse, same as the first. It keeps going on like this, back and forth with the F sharp minor 7. And then we're gonna go to the E major 7. Other ways to play like the F sharp minor 7, we could go up to the 6th fret, put our finger on the G. The same chord that you use to play the A major 7 here, when we play at the 6th fret here, gives us our F sharp. And then when we go up to play our next chord, which is what, the E major 7, you can play that same chord right here at the 7th fret, but bar the whole thing. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another really fun way to play the A major 7 is look at this as being an A major, and then the note that is the 7, if you play only the G and the D string at the 6 with 1 finger, or 2 fingers, or 3 fingers, or 4 fingers, or 10 fingers, don't do that. Just play right in the middle there. You get a gorgeous A major 7. You can also walk it down from 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you can play the open A, but try not to hit the low E or else it changes the feeling of the chord. Gorgeous, huh? All different ways. Nice. Anywho, that's how the song goes. Those are the parts of the song. You know, you're gonna have to listen to it on your own to figure it out. But as far as guitar, strumming a couple chords in 6 is basically the way to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, up, 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 down. And if you liked all this mumbo jumbo, subscribe to me, my friend, my friend. Yeah, that was a fun song. I get requested that one an awful lot. I'm glad I went through it. I do know that I've checked out that person once before, I think. Let's see if there's anybody on here that cares what's going on, has any musical questions. Hi, Valentine. How are you? Thank you for your generous attention to my jokes. Dean Lewis calls on how do I say thank you for your honored attention to my next request? How do I say goodbye? All right, let me take a look. How do I say goodbye? Dean Lewis. I knew a Dean. How do I say goodbye? Dean Lewis. Oh man. I ate a burger and fries today for lunch and never do that. I feel like I'm gonna barf. Yeah, I don't talk to my family. This one hits kind of home. They believe in fairy tales and they justify their atrocities with dogma, which makes them seem normal to other people that are normal. But to me, who doesn't believe in God, they seem like hypocrites. So I don't talk to them. Long story short, I talked to my aunt this morning via YouTube. She found my YouTube channel. Blew my mind. Long story short, I miss some of my family. You know, let bygones be bygones. But in today's day and age, I don't want to be friends with anybody who's toxic. My family is extremely toxic. They're Christians. They believe in putting people down and making them feel like less of people because of something called original sin, which is great because they can't explain it. They just like to preach about it. It's amazing. So long story short, this channel doesn't do with sexism, racism, xenophobia, just anything. Keep your business to yourself. And this is my channel. I'll talk about anything I want. That's how it goes. But yeah, thank you for the request. Let's see if we can knock this one out. And if you feel the same way, good. And if not, the hell with you. If you're in a relationship right now or you're a part of a group that doesn't make you feel good as an individual, leave. They don't have to be a part of your group. You can change anything. There's millions of places to be, millions of people to date, to fall in love with, to be in a job with. You don't have to work for somebody who treats you like they treat you. Change your life today. That's all there is to it. Or be miserable. Who cares? My friend, today we're going to be doing a song. This song is on guitar. There is a capo, but I want to show you both ways to play this. Now, we are playing this one in the key of E flat. The first chord is going to be a C, but we're going to see it by putting a bar on the 3rd fret. Do you see how we have the C here? Beautiful. When we played this E flat and then we go to a G minor and then we take that up to a C minor 7, we are playing essentially the chord progression. But let's put this on the 3rd fret to make it easier so you too can play along and have fun. Remember, you work on bar chords using your own finger as the capo, but when you want to play the song to learn it with the capo. It's much easier. All right, here we go. We're going to play the G intro, and then we're going to start in with C to E minor to A minor 7, F major, and then we're going to go to a C to a G. So we have a 1, 3, 6, 4, 1, 5. 1, 3 dominant, 6 dominant, D minor, then a C major, and a G. Cool, that's the verse. The chorus is F, C, G, A minor. So it's going to be a 4 chord, a 1 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, 4 4 chord, the F. The 1 chord? Oh, must be a truck. Sounds like an earthquake. Oh, good. Early morning bells, oh, message on my phone. It's my mother saying, darling, please come home. I fear the worst, but how could you leave us behind? There's so much to say, but there's so little time. So how do I say goodbye? Someone who's been with me for my whole damn life. You gave me my name and the color of your eyes, and I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? When I couldn't hear, I always saw the best in me. Right or wrong, you were always on my side. I'm scared of what life is without light. Oh, I saw the way you looked into your eyes. D minor. Well, I promised if you A minor go, G, I will make sure she's alright. So how do I say goodbye? Someone who's been there for me and my whole damn life. You gave me my name and color of my eyes. I see your face when you look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? Verse, chorus, verse, chords, bridge goes to a D minor. There's no way you can ever see A minor down. Ooh, is that a C augmented? You steal my time and somewhere G augmented. You'll always be my closest friend, D minor. Someday we're gonna make it up. Just hold the line, G. Then an E major. Gorgeous chord. I would turn it into a dominant 7, but that feels like it wants to go back to A major or A minor, and the next chord we're going to hit is a F, but it still feels good. So how do I say goodbye? It's called a tritone substitution. If you love that, check out this channel. You'll love everything else on here. So how do I say goodbye? So how do I say goodbye? Oh, how do I say goodbye? How do I say goodbye? Check out this artist. I had never heard of them. This was a request off of a live stream by Mr. Dean Lewis. Go give the artist some love. If you like what I'm doing here, hey, there is a tip jar. Put some thanks in there. Money goes a long way in this day and age. Other than that, subscribe to me. My friend. That was fun. Thanks for that request. So how do I, that'll be stuck in there. Brand new color. Thank you very much for the tip. That's very groovy. Let's see. Do you have no Diddy? Great no Diddy fingers. I can't afford no more words. It's good. Hugs. Hey, Kristen. Thanks for popping in today. Thank you for moderating, too, if you're hanging out. Let's see. I got to go back here in the text to Maroonies. I lost it. Get the challenge. What was the board game risk? Did the orange song. Please tell me the chords. Oh, it's sad, but I like that. Cool. I just did a how-to video. Check out the channel. It'll be underneath there. Thanks again, Woo. If you are hurting or struggling and you're out there in the comment section and you're enjoying these sad songs, get help. Go talk to somebody. See a therapist. Seeing a therapist was the best thing I've ever done. You can only talk to yourself and your own head brain for so long, and then eventually you can only talk to the people around you for so long until they just do not give a toot what you're saying anymore, because people have a tendency not to change their behavior. We just want to talk about it. Yeah, I guess if you want to do sad songs, I have a whole series called Sad Songs for Soloing. I just take the minor chords of every key and put progressions together. It's kind of fun. I hope it costs no membership. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing the Patreon thing. I don't want to have super memberships. What I'd like to do is have people who do a membership for maybe like $5 a month. I mean, that might be nothing. If you can't afford that, there will be people on this channel that will gift memberships. If not, I will try to gift it from whatever money that is made from the channel. What I would like to do is make enough money that I could, on my own YouTube channel, get rid of commercials. I've been doing this for 3 years here, and then at home I use YouTube. It's the only thing I watch. I don't do any TV or social media. I just watch YouTube. And we do commercials, and it drives me crazy. And I told myself, as soon as I get monetized, I'm gonna pay for the $15 a month. I'm extremely frugal. I eat food out of cans. So long story short, covers the capos these days. Yeah, there you go. Why use a capo if you can do it? I mean, work on the bar chords. There is something to be said about it when you can. It's really fun and cool when you do. Anywho, thanks for being here. I hope you did subscribe. For those of you who jumped in, the people who heard didn't talk to a counselor regularly. Yeah, what I find, I say statements to people that people have never heard, like all adults are children that never grew up. I'm 40-something years old. I don't feel like I'm 40-something years old. I feel like I'm still a 19-year-old boy. I make dumb decisions. But now I know that the decisions I make are based off of generally 4 things. Am I hungry? Am I hurting inside? Am I thirsty? Am I tired? That's 5 things, but I can't count either. The idea is generally if you have somebody to talk to, things are easier. That's just how it is. And I didn't understand that the relationships I had with my family were toxic until I talked to a therapist, many therapists. And it turns out every relationship, every job, every person, every band, I'm the toxic one. And I realized that the things inside of my head nobody else does or listen to. So the long and short of it is I'm very glad that I took the time to do self-help, mental health, and I'm much better for it. And if you could tell from this channel, it's not that I don't give a S about anybody. I just don't take anybody too seriously. Everybody here has something going on in their lives. And if you need help, reach out to me. My email is bookingwago Hana Hou. If I don't know how to help, I will get help for you. The idea is I had one very, very special friend. And when I told them that I was hurting, besides my wife has done everything she can to help me get over the hump of who I am. But I had one really, really, really good friend, and they suggested that I get a job, and they helped me get a job. They helped line up for a job for me, and I went to the interview, got the job. 2 years later, working there, it was a place that sold alcohol. It's called wine.com. I quit drinking. I quit doing all drugs and alcohol. And long story short, I do what I want to now. I am my own person. It doesn't matter to me what you care about me. But I don't drink at all because I find it makes me a horrible person and toxic. And long story short is when you have mental health issues and you don't address them, when you do address them, you can't go back to being who you were. It's called cognitive dissonance. You can't have one ideology about what the world's about and then preach and do a completely different thing. Those things don't work. They make you crazy. So the idea is I didn't follow my dream because nobody in my life supported me until I found my wife, and she supported me. No, that's not completely correct. On certain different occasions, I did get, a little bit of, hey, good job, buddy, and that kind of feeling you have as a kid. My life wasn't bad. I'm a privileged white kid, blah, 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 middle class. Long story short is I just realized that the people around me were toxic with the way they think because they think that way. They think in their own narcissism. And what I found was the root of all of my issues was the narcissism that let me treat other people poorly. So after doing self-maintenance, I could find that, can I follow your main channel? You're really straightforward and down. Oh, my main channel is just called My Friend. It's me, Wago. This channel is my music channel, so I usually don't talk about stuff like this. But the whole feeling of this last, half an hour has been kind of depressing because of these songs. So if anybody is out there hurting, if you got something going on, seek help. And if you can't figure out how to get it, I'll help you. I like that last song, though. It's in my head now. But yeah, usually if I learn something once, it's good. Yeah, I talked to my aunt this morning. I had to, she used my real name and she was like blah 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 blah, and I was like, who is this? I haven't used that name in 15 years. Nobody I know calls me that. So I was like, who is this? Or like, it's your aunt. And I was like, aw. Long story short, I do miss them. They were a very, very influential part of my music life. They used to listen to King Crimson and Emerson, Lake and Palmer and Queen and just David Bowie and all sorts of amazing good stuff. So, long story short, I miss them. Very cool. My friend, I've got a wonderful song for you. There's a little known band out there called Grande. Oh no, it's Green Day. My bad. This one's going to be in the key of G major. We're going to be playing a moving melody, which has a G major, and then it's going to go to a C major, but we're going to put our pinky down only on the 9th so we could have our C add 9. After that, we're going to play a D major, and then the whole thing's going to repeat a read a diddly-diddly-do. We're going to have a G major, C add 9, and a D. So when we have another turning point, folk stuck here, cram graduate mountain, baby, my baby, boo. E minor, na 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 na, D major, C major, then to G. So we're going to have a minor 6. We're going to have a major 5, a major 4, and then back to the major 1, the root. And then we're going to hit that 6 again. It's something quite unpredictable. E minor, back to G. So relative major, relative minor, back and forth. And then a big old blaring D. You don't have to play it as a 5 dominant. It goes perfectly back to G all on its own. No cream filling. Here we go. How about second verse, same as the verse? Take photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health all the time. Tattoos and memories and dead skins on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. E minor is something unpredictable. In the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life. Then it goes into an instrumental. Frankly, I don't know this song well enough to remember if there's an instrumental lead, but if you are playing any solo over the top of this, it would be G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, or C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, or you can do D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D. That gives you G Ionian, C Lydian, and then it gives you D Mixolydian. These are all 3 major modes from 3 different keys. If you dig on this musical theory kind of explanation, or it went right over your head, I would say check out the channel. When you subscribe, you get me to answer any musical question for you. I'm going to do this probably till the channel's, I don't know, 20, 30,000 people. Right now we're out 7 or 8, and then million subscribers, sky's the limit. I'm going to hire a bunch of people to help. But for right now, we are getting Patreon, a whole website thing-a-ding going, and it all started here on the YouTubes, and thanks to you, our subscribers. So make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. The end of the song just kind of does a fade-out outro. So we're going to have that G, if you want to do this more like finger style, like the record does, I think it has like a, no, it has a, oh, I have no clue, hold on. No, it has a rhythm strum, but it always plays the downbeat. G, G, C, D. That's where the actual focus goes to. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, subscribe, put something cool in the comment section, and we'll see you for our next adventure in music. Subscribe to be. Sit, Uber, sit. It was wonderful. I enjoyed it. Green Day. The Green Day. Time of my life. Green Day. What's my name? There it is. And yeah, I was talking to somebody earlier. Yeah, I boycott Snoop Dogg, and I miss singing and playing Snoop. But I am not going to play music of a sellout. He sold out. Although, got to get that money. That's what I'm saying. Good for him. Let's see here. What's another song? Ooh, I guess if anybody has a request right now, that would actually be fun too, rather than just doing the songs that are in my book. I know people are out there watching. Hey, ooh, how do I pronounce that? Let me try. Misach Merzendeheld. I'm so very sorry about that. You want AC/DC the band, or you want AC/DC the song? So far away. Is that the song? Another sad would be called Benson Boone in the Stars. Benson Boone. Cool. Let me write that one down instead of rocking out another sad song. Although I don't mind sad songs. Benson Boone, and that was in the Stars. Can do. I'll look it up. Make one. That shall be funds. Let's do a couple more, and then I think I have a student right around the corner. Let me check my phone. It's 1:30. No, I had 2 cancels. I don't have anybody for a while. If you want to hang out with me, that'd be good. Man, I look old. What happened? My friend. Steve Miller Band. Have you ever heard? I tell you what, one of my favorite albums when I was growing up was the greatest hits of Steve Miller. I think it was like a blue album, had a horse or something on it, or a Mustang. Anyway, I used to hang outside of the school with my buddy, and we used to do things that were improper, a little pocket here and there. Anywho, he put on a CD for me that I'd never heard before. Blew my mind. And when I listened to it, I listened to it like 2 or 3 times all the way through. And if anybody knows what the olfactory is, smells. I could still smell the smell of that paca. I can still smell the coldness in the Missouri morning, sitting outside of school before going into school and listening to this song. I can still feel it. This band and Cake was a big one. Some people call me a space cowboy. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice, 'cause I speak of the pompatus of love. That is the entire song. This is in the key of G major. We have a 1 chord, we have a 4 chord, and we have a 5 chord. It does not go to another key or a chord or triad or anything else besides it. So what I would say, if you're going to play this and put some pizzazz behind it, maybe like intro with an A minor to an E minor back and forth, and then go into the song. Both the A minor and the E minor in all 3 of these keys, G, C, D, and A. So when you do this back and forth, and let's say you're just jibber jabbing to your audience, you're like, hey, thanks everybody for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. You know, we got a tip jar up here if anybody wants to put money in here. I'm so hungry, good God. Somebody put money in my jar. And then go into, some people call me a space cowboy. Right into it. The feeling is to accent that G, G, G. So 8th note. I do an 8th note rest. 8th note, 8th note. No, I do a triplet. 1 E and a. No, it's a 16th note. 1 E and a. And then 1 E and. So 16th, 16th. 8th note, 16th note, 16th note. Do it. Pretty cool. 3 chords, yeah. The whole thing goes through. The A part is called the verse. The B part is called the refrain of the chorus. It goes A, B, A, B, jam, 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 A, B, outro. I'm going to do the last verse just so you can hear how it sounds to fade out. Plus that chorus. 1, 2, 3, 5, 20, 60, 81. People keep talking about me, baby. Hey, I'm doing you wrong. Don't you worry now, mama, 'cause I'm right here at home. You're the only thing I ever did see. Really love your beaches, wanna shake your tree. Lovey-dovey all the time. Ooh, baby, gonna show you a good time. 'Cause I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. Sure no wanna, no one. I'm a sinner, I'm a lover, I'm a girl. So we're doing our 1 to 4 back and forth, and then we hit a 5. Ooh, 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 ooh. video gets enough hits, I might go back and do like the solo, show you how it done. I'll get as close as I possibly can. It should be a good foundation to go from there. If you are happy about this, put a thumbs up. If you absolutely hate me in this channel, put a thumbs down. And we'll see everyone else for the next video in music. And subscribe to me if you want to. My friend, my friend. Sha-la-la-la-la. Ha-la-la-la-la. Got some call for some Doors this morning. It surprises me I don't know how to play more Doors. You ever feel that way about your favorite bands? Why? How pitch? Yeah, I do high pitch stuff. These. Wow. Thank you, Vol. Voiboben. Voiboben. Is that a word? Or is that a name? My name is Cinnamon Randy Rogers. Let me go back here. Kristen, I guess you heard people didn't talk about. Sorry. Heard people didn't talk to counselor. Yeah. Seeing a counselor is pretty cool. Oh, thank you for sharing my music link. That's very nice. And hit that like button like, woo. Whoa. Blow up the BC because these days they only do lessons with capos. I don't want capos. Yeah, I try a little bit. I'm a joke. Good. Or do you want a joke? I might be able to say a joke. So far away. Sadyan, thanks for being here. I don't know that one. I think that's the one that's so far away. 87X. So far away. I'll put it on the, what is it, 87X? I'll put that on my list of things that I need to get to, and then I'll put that one out there. I just don't want to butcher it for you right here, in case you really enjoy it. Hey, brother, can you play Don't Think Twice, It's All Right by Bob Dylan? You know what? I wish I knew it well enough. But Jocko, great name. G-A-C-O is Jocko. Bass player. Let me see if I can figure it out. Why not? That's what this whole thing. I'm gonna have to cut these out if I decide to put this here. In My Arms Instead by Randy Rogers. Hey brother, can you do That's All Right by Bob Dylan? People keep talking about me, baby. And that one's called Don't Think Twice. It's all right. I think so, right? Said I'm doing wrong. Whistling's like magic. Yeah, everybody loves magic, but nobody waits for the after show. Nobody waits for the after show when you're a clown and your pockets are deep. All right, my friend, the Bob Dylan. This song is called Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. And my friend, it is. You know, I'm not the greatest player or judge of any music by any means. Don't take my word for it. I love Dylan's writing. Just not a big fan of his timbre, his inflection, his Dylan-ness. However, certain songs are golden. Anywho, this one's in the key of C, C major, and then we're going to be playing a G and an A minor, and then an F major. Those essentially are the chords. We're also going to have a D7 in here, and then we're going to have a very quick but very positive switch to D7 with an F sharp in the bass later in this sequence of chords, and then up to a G. So out of the side of this pocket, I would say that somebody here in this video that's watching now must notice there's a capo. So it's not actually in the key of C, it's in the key of E flat. But E flat is a very interesting key to play with. Oh, is that right? No, it's in the key of C, but in the key of E. But the key is a very interesting key to play in because the timbre in which he's singing is up higher. So it's not down lower. It would sound a little weird to play it in an open phrasing. So check this out. We have this C. Well, isn't it useless sit around and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. And I ain't no use to sit and wondering why, babe. Well, I'll never do it anyhow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, and you look out your window and, well, I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on, but I don't think twice, it's alright. Does a C to G while he blows in and out for this song. Well, lying in no turning in your line, babe. Well, I'm on the dark side of the road, but I wish there was something you could do or say. I tried to make it change my mind and stay. I never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. Third verse, same as the first. This song essentially keeps going on like that, and then you get all the magic that is Bob Dylan. Tell you what, I'm no Dylan. So I'm gonna let you use this one as a foundation. I hope you sparkle with this one like a unicorn sitting on top of a rainbow eating milk duds. If you have a great time today, please subscribe. Put something cool in the comment section, why don't you? And have fun with life. Oh, and subscribe to B. I like that song. That one's gonna be stuck in my head all night. It's alright, don't think twice. I usually do like Quinn the Eskimo or I don't know. It's a tricky one. Is that what you're getting at? Right here. Kristen, blah, 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 sad request, Benson, I wrote it down. Hey. Was, my bro, was AC/DC the band or is it the Fish Show? And Airmay, did you want a joke? I never saw a response. Okay. C, E flat, and G walk into a bar and the bartender goes, hey, I don't serve minors. Does anybody get that? Thanks, Jocko. Did you enjoy that one? I kind of liked it. The harmonica, I wasn't great at. The harmonica, it took me out. I need a harmonica. I mean, I got the blowing thing, right? And yes, I do have this to the side because my plug's coming out. And if I put it on the bottom, it's going to break it. And I don't want to do that. Although I could do it over here. I'm a dummy. Oh, dear God. Does that work? Yeah. Is that better? I bet you that seeing it sideways is pretty annoying. Although I don't want to knock it off like it just did. Yeah. Anyways. Let's see. In My Arms Instead by Randy Rogers. In My Arms. Randy! Boo-doo-doo-doo. What is that? I hear... Anybody else hear that? I go like... My friend, the Bob Dylan. This song. You're an idiot. I'm an idiot. I get it. Don't think... Bob Dylan. Bobby. How to play? Man, I tell you what, I sure am looking forward to my next student. I got a piano player. They're like 7 years old, and they're pretty amazing. They're doing some magical stuff, which is super cool because kids are so cute. They're so adventurous. They don't know what they're talking about. And they're just like, everything's magic. I think that there is a cat underneath the building in which I rent because all I hear is... In My Arms Again. Let's see. All the Leaves Have Turned to Rust. I'm going to have to listen to this one because I've never heard it. Randy? Randy Rogers. Ooh, violin player. Excellent. I met a violin player. Yeah, da 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 da. Leaves up to rest. You're the starting note.
Turn, all the leaves have turned.
Really? My friend. This song is called In My Arms Instead. It's by a gentleman, or a band rather, named the Randy Rogers Band. This one's going to be, well, we've got a capo on the second fret, but we're going to be playing this in the key of A. However, we're going to be playing it using the G major shape. So we're going to start off doing a minor 2, and then we're going to play a G with a B in the bass, meaning pinky on the B, and then move this up, and then C major. The whole feeling of this is going to have a one chord, the G. Hold it out. Back to the A minor. Walk it up. Nice. The opening note. All the leaves have all turned to rust. There's breath getting thin. I can see my breath. Night is rolling in. Sky's got gray. Cold has dawned. It's just the kind of day I can't stand to be alone. 'Cause you and I've been on my mind. Wish that you were here beside me tonight, lying in this bed. 'Cause I'm just not the same. Walking down these streets, I swear I hear your name just in my head. FCG, worry in my arms again. Instead, I said the wrong word there. I should have said instead of saying again, because I don't know the words to anything. D wasn't thinking about you when I saw you call. Can't escape for too long. No, I'll never get too far. You're everywhere I go, 'cause you're everywhere I've been. Now you're everything I wanted back again. 'Cause you've been on my mind. Wish that you were here beside me on tonight, lying in this bed. 'Cause I just want the same, walking down them streets. Swear I hear your name, just lying in my head. Wish you were in my arms again. Goes to an E minor, holds it for the bridge. I'm trying to find a way, that's just how it is. I'm stuck here in this place. 2, 2, 3, the solo, C, G, A minor, D, C again, G. This is going to be like a 4, 1, 2, then 5 progression. Does it twice, and then it goes into chorus. You've been on my mind. Wish that you were here beside me all the time, lying in bed. 'Cause I'm just not the same. Walking down them streets, swear I hear your name, lying here in my head, wishing you were in my arms instead, wishing you were in my arms instead. Sorry about the freedom I took with many of those melodic movements for the lyrics. However, those chords are right. That's what we're playing through. Remember, this one is lots of fun. Throw that capo up there on the 2nd fret, and you'll be playing and strumming this one in no time. If you have any questions about this song or any other song that you really like to dig or you want to learn, put it in the comment section. I will learn it and put it out here for a how-to video. And if you get a chance, send this video to somebody you haven't talked to in 13.6 years. Subscribe to me. Cool. Well, thank you again for that. Who gave me that one? That was a fun one. Was that Wolo? Songs from the Room. How are you doing, Di? Let's see here. I'm so happy that I met Chris. I was just talking. Your ears must have been itching, or his must have been. I was just talking about him. This song that I'm doing right here was by some violin player, Randy. I lost it. I also deleted it. Darn it. Hold on, give me a second. Let me listen to the video. My friend, this song is called In My Arms Instead. It's by a gentleman, or a band rather, named the Randy Rogers Band. Randy Rogers. There it is. Buck Rogers. But I really enjoyed seeing Chris. It was inspirational. He's doing it. It's very cool. Randy Rogers. In My Arms Instead. Cool song. And the reason why I'm doing these is to put videos out there for requests. One, it helps this channel kind of, put some more content out there, stuff that's usable. Too, I don't really take myself too seriously, so I have fun doing these because they're a challenge to listen to a song and just instantly be able to put it out there. And you know, I want to make sure the chords are quite right, so I do use music theory and blah blah blah. But long story short is I really enjoy this process in between students, being able to play live, talking around. Hey, if you're enjoying this experience too, please put a buck or two in that tip jar. That'll help me do what I'm doing and help me to get to places like Belgium and Amsterdam to go see friends like this. So if you're doing this right now and you like real music, go check out the Rower Room. It's in here in the comment section, and I'm also gonna make the moderator too. Give you a wrench, let you do whatever you want here. Thanks for checking out my channel. Again, I really appreciate you and what you do for music. And if you haven't checked out their channel, go check out his music as well. It's absolutely amazing. Jocko, thanks for being here. Billy Strings. What is Billy Strings? Gain a subscriber. Hey, thanks, Jocko. I was a little crazy when I was younger. Yeah, for sure. And then, you know, hard times force you to grow up quite quickly. So that's what it is, I guess. You know, you go through the trials and tribulations of being a child, and when you become an adult, you put away foolish things and you start thinking like an adult. But this music and this opportunity to play here on the YouTubes allows me an opportunity to be a little crazy, which is super, super nice. If you want to check out the live streams, all right. Somebody requested Justin Bieber. That's what we're going to do. The Biebs, Bieber, huh? Bieber. What did they request? I love your face. Love yourself. Love your face. Definitely. All right. Yeah, I mean,
That man, don't touch that.
Don't touch anything. Yeah, Justin Bieber's just a kid, man. He's a grown adult now, and he has to be famous for the rest of his life. It must be weird to never be able to go anywhere or do anything. I've thought about stardom and that I just want to put out fun music and encourage other people to follow their dreams.
Do this for me, and I'm gonna do this for you. That's not what love is. Love
Well, what's love? Tell me.
Because I want to do this for you.
crying.
Well, what would that be then? E, D diminished, too much, full diminished. Ooh, gorgeous. Dun, dun. I don't know. Seems like it needs a capo. Let's throw that capo up there. 4th fret, maybe? Yeah, much easier. C major, G in the bass, A minor, da 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 da, D minor, or D minor, then C, then 2 G. For all this times you rain on my parade. All the clubs are getting using my name. Think it broke my heart, oh girl, goodness sake. Think I'm dying on my own, well I ain't. Although I don't know. All right, this is cute. Let's play it. Let's talk about it. My friend, the Biebs. This is Justin Bieber. There's gonna be a capo on the 4th fret. We're gonna be playing in the key of C through the eyes of here, but don't let it be lost on you. We're actually playing in the key of E. For this song, I'm gonna explain it through the eyes of C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and then a very, very special B diminished. Although you don't have to do this. You can actually just play what looks like a G7, and it works quite well for the ear. They go back to C. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. This one starts off with a really cool lick where it has like 2 single individual dyads going with a full chord behind it. It has a C to a G with a B in the bass, and then an A minor. Kind of feels like, you know, it's just standard progression moving down. But what we're going to do is have this kind of over the top, our C's. Right here we're gonna have a C. Right here we're gonna have a C. And then we're gonna walk it down to the D right here. I'm sorry, that was an E. It's a third of the chord. So an E and a C. And then we're gonna walk it down to a D. And then we're gonna walk down to a B, right? So we're gonna walk and be moving down. And then we're playing an A minor. The next time we're gonna have the D It's going to be on the, from this angle, it's going to be on the 5 and 6. Same thing a ding. We're on the 5 string and then on the 2 string. And we're going to be, what is that, an F sharp? And then it's going to move it down, dun, dun, or no, F natural because it's a D minor. So we get a D and an F. I got to say, it kind of feels very plagal, kind of a walk down, but very cool. And if you don't know what plagal means, long story short, or not plagal, pachelbel, but honestly, if you don't know what plagal or pachelbelic mean, check out this channel, subscribe, learn some music vocabulary, kind of put those together in your own tool bag of music, and then it might help you write and see music a little differently. Other than that, this song has this, for all the times you rain on my parade, and all the clubs you got into using my name. I think you broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness sake. I think that you're crying on my own, and well I ain't. I didn't want to write you a song cause I didn't want to think about it, and I still care. And I don't used to hit up my phone, and baby I'll be moving on and thinking you should be something, and I don't hold back, and maybe you should know. Pre-chorus in my mama, A minor, F major, C major. We're going to be doing a 6 chord, A minor, 4 chord into the 1 chord. Again, we got our, been so caught up in my job, I didn't know what's going on in anyone I know. Oh, I know I'm better sleeping on my own. The chorus is C, G to an A minor, then to an F. Well, baby, you should go and love yourself. Fun. Again, we got the 1 chord, the 5 chord, the 6 chord, the 4 chord, the 1 chord, the far chord, back to the 1. Kind of feels like a little Beatles-esque. The whole song does not change. It goes through the whole thing. It tells a story. The story is awesome. When you move through the picture and see this, you might see the pre-chorus. The only thing that's different between the A, B, A, B, A, B, which means verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, there's a very small instrumental, but it doesn't change. It just gets a little groovy. If you enjoyed this, put a thumbs up, put something cool in the comment section. Please subscribe to this channel and subscribe to me. My friend, The Biebs. I think I've done maybe 1 or 2 songs by the Justin Bieber. The Biebs. Not bad. Justin Bieber. I'd play in his band. For sure. Biebs, call me. I played 30 plus instruments. I'm sure I could play G, C, and D for you. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, go check out the Raw Room. Wonderful channel. And I can't tell at this point, but I think I met most of the online musicians that I talk to now currently and have done interview series at the channel, Songs from the Raw Room. So check that out. If anybody's in the comment section, those who have the wrenches, we have as moderators, but most of them have their other channels, so that's really cool stuff to check out. What if you don't have a 4th fret? I hope you have a 4th fret. It'd be kind of weird to play something that you don't. Play, Daddy, play. Hi, Nick. How are you doing? You know, I don't think you answered me early. Was Dreadful Nick from the Grateful Dead, or is it just the word dreadful? I was wondering. I worked at Kmart. On my name is J-Man, so I worked at Kmart, CR. Hit the... Yeah. Let me see. Let me look it up. What is that? Kalin or A? Kalimalinka. By Ivan Rolloff. Wonderful. Let's try it. Ooh, sounds like it's gonna be I like it already. Yes. I took my large-scale mandolin home, my balika, so I can't play it on the actual instrument, but... Yes. I don't know how to feel about that, but I'm pretty sure Frank Zappa would have absolutely loved that. Bobby Martin, everybody. All right. I love it. Ivan Rebro. A-D-A-D-A. And what we're doing over here is we're slowly doing an accelerando and a crescendo. Both of those are getting faster gradually and then getting louder gradually until it has that big buildup. And then back into it slower, then two slower, then two faster, then two little bit more. E A E A E A E A E A back to D A D A D A D A. Now this feeling is a very, very traditional thing for Slavic music, Croatian music, and most music that just goes back and forth. These are traditional hymns and tunes. Although I do not know the meaning behind the song, I really enjoyed it. If you do enjoy this as much as I did, subscribe, put something cool in the comment section, and we'll see you again for our next adventure in the musics. Subscribe to me, my friend. You know what? About halfway through that one, I forgot what I was playing. I started thinking about doing laundry and stuff. Crazy. What if I don't have a 4th fret? Man, I wish you had a 4th fret. That'd be cool if you did. You so cool. I'm not that cool, but I do like music, and thank you for being here. You subscribe? Thank you much. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. That one reminds me of a fish tune called Alvino Malkanu, where they take another old Jewish traditional song. Alvino Malkanu, Alenu Malenu. Yeah, but I like this one. I'm gonna have to do this one again. Actually, I'm gonna have to put more time into it and actually get the stuff down. Let's see here. And what was that gent's name? Ivan? Yeah, Ivan Avan. No, Ivan. Why can't I spell? Oh my goodness. Ibanez. Rub rough. I can't remember something I just read 2 seconds ago. I mean, that one, if I was going to explain it, that one kind of starts off in 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, ba, ba, and then it speeds up 1, tick-a-doon, 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 boom, 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 ba-da-boom, 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 ba-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, dum, dum, boom, 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 boom. Tell you what, if you're out there in TV land and you're making a couple of requests, that's amazing. If you see that can down there, throw some Skrilla in it, why don't you? It helps my day. Take a little bit of that time energy, send me a tip. It goes a long way. I can definitely tell you that. I did Scar Tissue. I did Ballroom Blitz. You know what? I should listen to that. I did it this morning, and I don't remember any of the A part. Ballroom Blitz. I do remember it was in Wayne's World, which I watched like 25,000 times when I was a kid, so I was just able to randomly play that this morning. Let's see here. I don't want to look at the song. I want to hear the song. as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Wagga 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 wagga. We're gonna be friends. The White Stripes. That's Jack and I don't know the other girl. I don't know his sister's name. How funny. Jill? That would be. Is it Jack and Jill White? Fall is here. Hear the yell. Back to school. Ring the bell. Brand new clothes. Walking blues. Climb the fence. Books and pens. I can tell that we're gonna be friends. Oh, this was from Napoleon Dynamite. I remember this one. Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new clues, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We'll rest upon the ground, look upon the bugs we found, safely walk to school with a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Is that the whole thing? Here we are with no one else. Walk to school by ourselves. When the dirt on uniforms, chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up now, it's time to learn. We clean up all now, it's time to learn. Numbers, letters, learn to spell, nouns and books and show and tell. In playtime we will throw the ball back to class and through it all. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. I don't know the song. Sit beside in every classroom. Teacher thinks the science sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. Thought of dreaming while I sit in bed and silly through my head about the bugs and alphabet. When wake tomorrow, I'll bet that you and I will walk together again. And I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Yes, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Took some liberty there. Ended on the minor 6. Anyway, that was a good request. I think I know this one well enough. I should listen to it, but you know, I think I did okay with the B part. You let me know. My friend. This song is by the White Stripes and or Jack. I think her name might be Jill. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. Anywho, when we play the song, we're going to be doing this one in the key O, G. There is no capo. We're going to be doing an open phrasing with these 8th note pulls, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. You are just starting an instrument. This is a great song to learn. It's from one of my favorite movies, Napoleon Dynamite. If you want to, check it out. I think it's appropriate for the kids. If not, you know, watch it with an adult, see what you think. When we do this one, we're going to hold a G major. Instead of playing a C major, I'm just going to take my finger and put it on the C note here because we're playing an open phrasing. So we're going to go back and forth between the 6th string and then the 3 string, the G, back and forth, back and forth. So we're going to have G. You might want to throw a D in there. That one sounds good, but you don't need to. Fall is here, hear the yell, and back to school, ring the bell, and brand new clothes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are going to be friends. D major is the 5, C major is the 4, and G major is the 1. This entire song has these 3 chords, and then for the chorus, it just switches the order into which they lie. Follow me now. 2nd verse, same as the first. 1, 2, 20, potato. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We'll rest upon on the ground and the bugs that we have found. Safely walk to school with a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. We are here, no one else. Walk to school all by ourselves. There's the dirt on uniforms and chasing all the ants and worms. Blah, 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 na, 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 learn. We are clean now, I'm gonna be learned. There are 4 or 5 verses, I think. I'll just go through the next one. Numbers, letters, learn to spell, nouns and books and pens and tell. Play and run, throw the ball, back to class and through the hall. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. The bridge goes to C, you know? So we have, we don't notice any other time. G, C, we don't notice any G thing. A major, we sit by the side in every class. Teacher thinks C, and then a D. We go back to the song. Tonight I'll dream while I'm in bed, when silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabets, and when tomorrow we'll wake our bed, you and I will walk to school again. And I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Last high D, 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 C, C, then to a G. I think it's a super pretty song. White Stripes, who knew? If you enjoyed this, put a thumbs up, put something cool in the comment section. Keep it classy. I have students that watch this channel, please. And then subscribe to be my friend. Hey, thanks for that request. I haven't thought about that song in a while. In fact, I haven't thought of Napoleon Dynamite in a while. One of my favorite scenes is where they work all day. And then the guy gives them all change and he's counting it out. And he's like, that's like $1.50. They work for like 8 hours. It reminds me of my childhood. So funny. Play, Daddy, play. Can you play? We're going to be friends. There you go. I'm learning we're going to be friends. It'd be great to see an example of someone who's a good guitarist. Oh, thank you there. Nunya, hey, I really appreciate you from the other day throwing out that tipperoo. That really made my day. We're still trying to work on getting the credit card and everything linked up, but I've got a buddy of mine who does IT that's going to help me do some stuff. Anywho, eventually I'm going to be able to cash in on that. And I know exactly what instrument I'm going to fix up first. I have a guitarist that wants to play guitar. In fact, they're one of my guitar students later today. I'm going to show you this. You're going to do this every day for 5 minutes. Hands down. After the 20th day, the 21st day, you should be going it like this pattern. The 20th day, you turn them into upstrokes. Bunch of notes on one thing, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. After 30 days, 40 days, you do them in different orders. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. Eventually, you'll be able to go. And just do those same patterns. And what happens is your fingers get stronger. You know what a half step is. You then know what a major second is. Minor third, major third, perfect fourth. You start working on intervals. And if you're a singer, you play scales. You work on patterns. 1, 3, 5, 1, arpeggio. 1, 3, 5, 6. That's going to be a pentatonic. All these things turn into soloing or scaling and then stay in your lane. The second thing you can do is called teeter-totters or finger substitution. Pick a chord you know like a D, take the first finger off, put the second finger where the first finger is, third finger, fourth finger on. Same chord. When you can go back and forth between each chord that's the same, chances are you'll be able to move this finger up and then put a bar chord and make that same chord just up here. You now are your own capo. So the whole idea is you are changing things around so you can get a different idea of where your fingers are going to be. I think that's one of the coolest things that, you could ever do. So here's the idea. Do it with rhythm. When you do it with the key of D, it looks like this. 1, rest, rest, rest. 1, rest, rest, rest. What I'm doing is I'm ghosting. I'm resting. Play it, don't play, but move your fingers in order so you lay a finger down with each one of your beats. And then eventually when you stop doing whole notes, which is 4 beats, you go to half notes, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Your fingers don't layer like that. They start moving in one felt swoop. So no matter if it's a hard chord like a C, C can be moved up, bar chord, D major, bar chord. So when you start playing in different keys, you become your own bar chord, your own capo. That really is it. And then the third thing every day that you would practice until you just really notice the difference, know what your major scale is and your pentatonic for every single key. Go through the circle of fifths. C major, G major, D major, E major, A major, E major, F sharp major, C sharp major. When you can go, you just follow. following the pattern. It's the same thing for each one. If you have a question about where any of these are, they're on my channel. I talk about each and every one of these notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, sharp, G, D, E, F, sharp, G, A, B, C, sharp, D, A, B, C, sharp, D, E, F, sharp, G, sharp, A, E, F, sharp, G, sharp, A, B, C, sharp, D, sharp, E, B, C, sharp, D, sharp, E, F, sharp, G, sharp, H. Ooh. A sharp, B, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, B sharp, F, C sharp, D sharp, B sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C sharp. When you can do that in every single key, that's when you can start altering those. 1, 2, 3, sharp 4 becomes Lydian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 7 becomes Mixolydian. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1 is Dorian. These are moduses or moods. They're all located within a scale. So if you know how to play C, that's for C major. If you can play a D minor, just start that same scale on the second scale degree. Dorian, Phrygian. So all these different moduses come together. So right there was the breaking point. That makes sense, Justin. Don't sweat it. Go back to one of the things I talked about. Do that every day until it does make sense, and then come on back to the channel. I hope that helps with getting an instrument like a guitar and learning how to practice the practice of practicing. Spider exercises, teeter-totters, and then scales. If you can play C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Those are all 3 scale patterns for every single possibility on this guitar. Then it's just practicing and 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 practicing. Before I hurt my hand, I was practicing anywhere from 3.5 hours to 8 hours a day. After doing a lot of crying for 6 months to 8 months and doing therapy, finally getting back my ability to play, use my hand, the white stripes, I decided that I would want to teach a little bit more. So I gave up some of my money-making labor jobs. I do all sorts of nonsense. And then I'm getting more into music. And my whole total hope and goal is to take a lot of these free projects that I'm doing, like providing workshops and working for a music store, Big Island Guitars at 1221 Kiloway Avenue. They're absolutely amazing. Come by and say hello to the people in the store. And I think that we're going to be friends. And come on by, you know, if you're in town, come and say hi. Come meet the people that work at the store. They're all super, super chill and amazing. I have the opportunity of teaching a few of them that work there. And I love being in this community and being able to provide a service, which is super groovy. So, the long and short of it is, I do these. I take questions. I have the funds, if you will. Somebody just gave me a request, and I think I blanked out. Let's see here. Hey, Rach, how you doing? Do Chase Alanis. Oh, Zeppelin. I don't know. Can I play Black Dog? Let's see. I'm gonna now. Black Dog, huh? That's. You know what? I would like to play more drums, and I would like to play Bonham style for sure. Black Dog. Taylor Swift. Why? This is one of my biggest pet peeves. Why would you write a song that is the name of another famous song? How dare you write a song called Black Dog, Taylor Swift? Sham. Sham on you. Yes, sham on you! It's like, I would never write a song, no matter how good the song is, and then name the song Stairway to Heaven. What's wrong with you? There's a million titles and concepts you could write as. Oh, I don't know if I can play this. How fun. The way through it. I wish I had my pedal board. Oh, I did go get a battery, but it would take too long to plug in, and I do have a student here in a minute. Although, I need to look at my piano here. 2:45. I gotta say, it's 2:44 right now. I get the privilege of teaching a piano student right now. Folks, if you're out there watching this, thanks for making requests. Thanks for making my day. If you dropped $1 or $2 down in that thanks bucket, I super appreciate you. And if I did not get your request, it's not because I didn't want to play it. I just don't like you. I'm just joking. Who would ever say that? I didn't get to it because I'm a dummy and I wasn't able to go through this whole thing. However, I do have my trusty notebook and I'm going to write it down. I don't know if I know how to play Black Dog, but as you saw, 2 seconds into a song where it lets you know what that song is. 5 minutes looking at the chord. Go check out some chords online, see if they're right, throw it off, play it a couple times. You actually get to a point where you start seeing music as just all being the same thing. For me, I really love playing, and I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I do. Sienna, oh, thank you. I hope that you subscribe, come to the channel and hang out. House of the Rising Sun, Justin, I just played that this morning. I will play more of those, although if you're looking to learn that, I have this on this channel on how to play that. House of the Rising Sun, so fun. Other than that, Brand New Color, thank you for your generous support. And for those of you who gave us a little throwback here, some Monet, I want to say a big old shout out. We only got 1 tip today, but 1 is awesome enough. No diggity on them fingers. Let's see, Brand New Color, thank you very much for the donation today. If anybody has the opportunity to donate, that would really, really, really make my day. Every penny goes into fixing up instruments and doing music related stuff. Being a musician and being a teacher means buying a lot of material and resources, books and stuff. I don't find the necessity to charge any of my students extra money on anything, so I usually provide flyers and sheet music and stuff like that. Other than that, I really appreciate everybody hanging out today. If you can, check out the rest of this channel. Subscribe, why don't you, to be my friend. Aloha to you. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, I feel wonderful. Aloha. Come on in. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Ken. You gotta be kidding me. That is so super sweet. Thank you very much for that donation. It all goes to an amazing cause. I'm going to leave this up for just a minute if anybody else would like to make a donation. Other than that, Rachel, thank you for moderating this. As always, you are wonderful. And everybody else is here. If you have a request that you would like to hear, put it down there in the comment section. Ken, thank you very much. And New Color, a Brand New Color, thank you very much as well. Aloha to everyone. Have a great day. Have a great Tuesday. How was your week? Yeah? Did you do anything fun and exciting? Did you chase any dinosaurs?
Not really.
No? What'd you do? What'd you do this week? Was it fun? Did you play some piano?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
My cousin, Ian, he actually learns piano online.
Yeah?
My cousin.
Cool.